everyone, my name is Lumi and I work as the Country Promotion Officer here at the Consulate General of Finland in Shanghai. Welcome to our office. Actually, both Finland and China have a special place in my heart. Let me tell you why.
Due to my family background, I've been traveling between Finland and China since childhood. I've lived by the lakes and forests of Finland and experienced the rich historical culture of China, both shaping my growth. Especially my 6 years of studying in Xi'an further deepened this dual cultural influence, giving me a unique perspective on both of the cultures. In Finland, people live a life surrounded by the pristine nature. In summer, we stay at our summer cottages and stroll by the lakes. In the winter, we ski and read by the fireplace. In Finland, sometimes the time seems to stand still. Whenever I return to China, I'm touched by the warmth and straightforwardness of the people. In China, surrounding me are bustling crowds and the vibrant sense of life. A stark contrast to Finland's tranquil atmosphere. Most of the time, I can freely switch between these two different lifestyles. Yet, there are some moments when I feel that I need adjustment.
你国庆节放假吗？
放假3天。
你老外也放假？
哦，
有那老外，那蛮好的啊。
啊，跟你们一起放吧。
啊，那好，我感谢。
As you see, even though I've been living in China for almost 10 years, there are still some people who affectionately call me foreigner. Chinese people seem to carry an unspoken sentiment about the distinction between locals and foreigners. Old Mr. mentioned that China is celebrating her 75th birthday this year, and the diplomatic relationship between Finland and China will also reach its 75th anniversary in 2025. On this occasion, I've decided to set off to return to my father's hometown, Xi'an, Shaanxi. I think this might be a rare opportunity for me to explore an unknown answer in the place I know the best. Where exactly does that subtle boundary of locals and foreigners lie in the world of the Chinese people?
I guess there might be more to all this, but if we don't go, we won't know. So, let's go.
Growing up in Finland, I loved traveling by train because pets are allowed, making every journey enjoyable. This time, I choose to take the high-speed train, crossing 1,500 kilometers from Shanghai, the Oriental Pearl, to the geodetic origin of China, Xi'an, in just over 7 hours. The scenery outside the window changes rapidly, contrasting with the old photos in my hand, which reminded me of those places important to me in my childhood.
This is the first character I learned in Chinese. Pretty impressive, right? You can only find it in Xi'an. Wow. You can't live without eating this one. As good as always. My childhood playground. These elephants turned 60 this year.
Among these memories, the most unforgettable was my first visit to China when my father took me to see the terracotta warriors. At that time, I couldn't find the words to describe the majestic terracotta figures. So this time, my first stop is the Terracotta Army.
This is me when I was 5 years old and came to see the terracotta warriors for the first time. Today, after 22 years, I'm back.
As one of the 8 wonders of the world, the Terracotta Army is undoubtedly a magnificent chapter in Chinese history. It's not only a symbol of China, but also a treasure for history lovers worldwide. Since their discovery in 1974, this period also coincided with the gradual introduction of advanced technology into China, and the Terracotta Army's stunning presentation to the world benefited from the support and assistance of the international community in technology and resources.
what was the most challenging part in finding these?
All the figures should be painted 2,000 years ago, but after 2,000 years, most of polychromy on the surface of ceramic disappear because of fire, because of water flow. It's a biggest challenge to keep the remaining color, remaining polychromy. 1990s, we cooperate with German colleagues from Munich. Yeah. Very interesting on polychromy. So we focus on polychromy conservation. Thanks for the cooperation. Yeah, cooperation. So we established our laboratory in China, and we can later we can solve our problem and also all around China to help other museums.
But do you know if these kind of Chinese technology or innovations are used in different parts of the world?
Myanmar, yes, Myanmar. They have some temples, stone temples, broken after earthquake. So they invited some Chinese expert or Chinese team to help them to do some restoration of the stone temples. So something like that.
In 2013, the Vibrancy Museum in Tampere, Finland, hosted an exhibition of the terracotta warriors. On the opening day, it attracted over 300 visitors within just 2 hours, whereas typically the museum sees about 100 visitors each day. Today, the Terracotta Army site welcomes thousands of visitors every day. As the fame of the Terracotta Army continues to rise, tourists from around the world have flocked to see it, creating a tourism boom that China had never experienced before the reform and opening up. In response to this unexpected influx of visitors, Shaanxi's first expressway, the Xi'an Expressway, was built.
You can see it on the opposite side.
The first expressway in Shaanxi has now shortened the journey from Xi'an to the Terracotta Museum to just 40 minutes, becoming a quick passage to learning history. For over 20 years, it has not only greatly facilitated tourism, but also built a bridge for communication between China and the world. Behind all this is a remarkable person, Mr. Qi Wenshan, the former chief engineer of the Xi'an Expressway. Now, in his 90s, Mr. Qi can clearly recall the work at that time, as if those years are still visible before his eyes.
西宁高速从设计到开通车一共要了多长时间？您具体参与了哪些工作？
想法是87年开始，就3、4年吧。90年的12月26号通车。西宁高速公路所有的分类式立交工程，都出自我的手。在这个公路当中，我还在设计院的时候，有引进非地核条款。那时候不但施工单位进行招投标，而且监理也使用招投标，这是一大先进。实际上都是世界上的整个全世界的一个监理制度的一个规程，而且这个制度一直指导着整个陕西省的以后的高速公路的建设。
The adoption of FIDIC contracts marked China's infrastructure officially stepping onto the international stage, closely aligning with global standards. Finland's development of low-emission railway systems, green public transportation, and internationally funded wind energy projects, all adhering to the same international standard, have left a deep impression on me. Back here in Shaanxi, I stayed at the Golden Flower Hotel, the first international hotel in Shaanxi, built in 1985. Back then, many visiting scholars and experts from around the world made this their home base. I'm curious to see if I can catch any hints of the subtle contrast between local and foreign perspectives that's uniquely Chinese.
Thank you. I have a reservation.
Please this way.
Okay, thank you.
Where you come from?
Finland.
Nice place.
A faraway place, I think, from Xi'an. Thank you so much.
当时的话是中外合资企业瑞士沙华管理集团这个团队。到了1993年的话，我们变成了由香格里拉管理集团。您看到的这个就是这些庆典活动，圣诞节
还有我们的圣诞节。
在这边过圣诞节的基本上都是回不去的这些国外的这些客人。一时间就是每个餐厅都比较爆满。
我其实看到这个画面还是蛮激动的，因为圣诞节是我们芬兰最重大的、最重要的一个节日，相当于像中国过年一样。而且圣诞老人他也是我家乡的最出名的一个人物吧。This is the room tour. Can you believe that this room was built in the 80s? Let's see. Here you can see some Chinese cultural elements. This is the year of the dragon. That's very nice. Let's see what else is here. What else is here? Oh, there's something written. It's written by hand. Very nice. Okay, but I'm gonna take a rest now, so I will see you tomorrow.
As the first foreign invested 5-star hotel in Shaanxi, this place marks the region's gateway to the world. Today, Shaanxi is the home to over 10,000 hotels, including nearly 50 5-star ones, embracing the global stage on its own way. I'm excited for tomorrow's journey, where I'll dive into the rich history of this 3,000-year-old city, exploring its past through old photos that capture the key moments in time.